Incubator is an experience where students get to form teams and then try and make their own business. They're guided by the teacher, but they're not really given a criteria to follow. It's their own path, and the teacher just guides them through the steps, and the students make the best of what they can out of it.
Very quick sort of way to remember it is almost like Shark Tank in the classroom. It's an entrepreneurial style curriculum, and they take a sort of product from original concepts or original ideas and build a market plan around it. And then at the end of the year, all the teams compete for a local prize that's investment money back into essentially their startup company that they're creating in the classroom. It's engaging. It helps keep guys interactive with each other. It gets them to pay attention to things like deadlines, how to meet them. It gets them to operate, on an independent level, with instilling in them a sense of pride for their own work and for, requiring or demanding more of teammates if they're in this collaborative relationship. All those things have parallels to their success at the next level of college, which is ultimately what we want them to be successful at. And the guys that are in there are high achieving, they're highly motivated. So I'd like them to sort of continue on, whether it's staying with a team or not, really take this entrepreneurial style, this startup mentality, and apply it to maybe something moving forward.
I wanted to join the incubator class because I felt like it was a good opportunity for me to showcase my creativity and work with some of my classmates on something that's a little bit bigger than schoolwork.
What interested us about bringing the incubator curriculum to Mount Carmel was this idea around sort of a grit mentality, right? And learning how to fail, but fail forward. So they have to goal set, they have to accomplish those goals on their own. I really do give them a lot of independence, and it's really something that's unique in the way in which the experience for Incubator is supposed to be different. They should feel different walking into the room with me than they do a theology class or something else. So I really do want it to tap into that creativity side, that innovative side. Really now at the end of the second trimester, they are putting it all together with hopefully a demo and a prototype. It's hard to take something from this idea in the clouds that's abstract, put it on paper, find out how you can make it, and also then what should you charge for it. So that's kind of where we're at now. The only stipulation we have as a administration for the class is whatever they create has to benefit either Mount Carmel and the surrounding Woodlawn and Hyde Park area or their local neighborhoods of the city of Chicago.
This class has helped us develop our business plan a lot. Our concept is something that we call the Abracadabrush, which is a car brush that includes a nozzle that sprays a de-icing fluid, which helps with melting the ice on your car. So like in the winter months, you'd usually have to scrape it off, take some time to do that, or you could defrost your car, but our product allows you to just use our spray to make the process go a lot faster.
So we're here today as an invited guest to what's called a Pitch It or Ditch It event. It is an event where they have gathered over 200 students that take incubator and accelerator courses at their schools. Invited us here to this space, which is the up-and-coming innovator space in downtown Chicago. And one of our teams was fortunate enough to be selected to give their pitch, provided some feedback from expert entrepreneurs and also the peers in the audience. So all around, it's kind of like maybe a 6-hour version of the entire incubator experience crammed into this time here today. So it's been pretty cool.
Well, presenting it was really nerve-wracking because we were the first group to present, so we really didn't have any type of idea of how it should go or how the other groups are going to be like. So that was definitely very nerve-wracking.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm nervous, but proud at the same time. I think it's cool to have seen the process from start to finish from day one to now. The courage to get up on stage with, peering teenage eyes looking at you is pretty cool. For them to see what an actual incubator looks like and to experience that It's a lot of sort of breaking the boundaries that they may feel in the traditional setting and on campus. And, you know, the unique part about the Abracadabra team, I think, is they've kind of undergone a significant identity shift in the last week. So a lot of what they presented on today is brand new information, and it's their first time going through a dry run. So as their facilitator, it was cool to see that, to experience it, to get some ideas from other teams. And even our experience traveling down here today, to be able to hop on the train from campus and head down and walk through downtown and get here it's kind of special, it's unique. Their confidence, I think, grows a little bit more in this, and to be able to utilize a city like Chicago as our own backdrop for the day, you're hard pressed to find somewhere else that can do that.
I expected the most that we would do was we'd be at Carmel doing some type of presentation. I didn't think that we'd be in a space like this, especially not in downtown Chicago. Like, that's crazy. The next step is we're actually doing it right now to reach out to a manufacturer to get a prototype of our final design. And eventually after that is just to start finding out a way to mass produce them so that we can get as many out there as possible.
A big thank you to Uncharted Ed, who brought this program to us 4 years ago. It was July, so I was maybe 3 days into my job as principal at Mount Carmel, and Marguerite and her staff shows up at my office and says, hey, we think we have a program that's going to do really well for you here. And really just put my complete trust in her and Michelle, who walks through this every step of the way with me and gives me feedback. So without their belief in this program and this curriculum and in Mount Carmel itself, I don't know where we'd be right now. So a big thanks to them.
Overall, it was a good experience because we got to get up there and do something that we wouldn't really have the opportunity to do.
Right from the beginning, these guys know that they're a part of something special and different. When you come to Carmel, you're going to come as a boy, and you really do have to care and struggle to work at it. And these guys are living proof of it because they're doing that each and every day.